There we go.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. There we go. Blank spot. Excuse me a second while I clear my throat. Sorry, I normally don't have an audience when we're recording, so I'm a little bit more
Self-conscious?
a little bit. So let's do this. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's of course Dolinmyster and
Kondrik.
And we are in Agrarian skies. This is episode 17. Woohoo! This is a special episode because who's this? Who's this guy? It's Bevo. He's in. We got got the mini Bevo. So Bevo has joined us.
Breaking stuff already.
Is he already that rascal? Nope, he's stuck in the water now. Haha.
Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all must not have that update I just reported about in the news.
What's that? With the
mini-me's were just changed.
Oh,
The latest version.
Yeah.
Oh, he made this one a while ago because the two of us had talked about getting you on a couple of times, and he's like, "Oh, Bevo might join us, so we're gonna make a mini-me," and it was just like, I don't think you said. I don't remember how he said it, but yeah. So you've been on the server for quite a while now. You just didn't know it.
Hi, me. Hey, little me. You're one good-looking little fella.
Yep. It looks weird without the glasses, but
Yeah, he does.
it's alright. Mine looks even weirder because I'm missing a lot of extra layers myself. So
Yeah. Dolan has a 1.8 skin that has a lot of different stuff added to it that you don't get.
well, the 1.8 doesn't. No, it's just the extra layer on the head even. So the 1.8 skin makes it even worse. It looks like I got cut off sweater. It's pretty bad. So, but yeah. So we've got Bevo joining us. We wanted to kind of give him a tour of the base if he was interested, and also just kind of talk about Agrarian Skies a bit because I know he's been playing it and he's really been enjoying it. And getting a perspective of somebody else who's been also playing it we thought that'd be pretty cool if he, since he.
Oh yeah,
us.
for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. I love little tour.
Yeah.
Talk about Agrarian Skies, one of my favorite packs. This pack is just amazing.
This pack really is. It's been fun,
It's great.
and we've been talking a little bit. One of the things I was telling him, is anybody who wants to get into modded, this is definitely a great pack to start with because everything is laid out for you, and it's explained very well and very easily. How to do what it is that you need to do to get to the next step in the pack, which makes it just awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic at teaching with the hardcore questing mode.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should show like how we started, like stage by stage, because I think our first build was this little cobble gen thing over here.
It was definitely one of our first. We still have it, just sort of, just because there's no need for it anymore, obviously, but it's here.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we did the cobblestone. We built the tree farm, which we ended up expanding out, as you can see, quite a bit. And we've changed this around. We did the half slabs with the single dirt blocks in the middle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Y'all obviously got the Morphe decor bag before
It was very
you built the
early
cobble
on.
gen.
yes. And I went with the orange for the lava and the blue for the water because I thought that was fitting.
Well, yeah, that's more fitting than the one I just built this weekend. Is made out of wood. It made me very uncomfortable. I didn't have any cobble yet, so I made a cobble gen out of wood. I was all, this is scary.
I saw that, and I'm sitting there scratching my head going, I wonder, because you were like, oh, this is fireproof, and I'm like, is it really, though? We'll see.
It hasn't burned down yet. I was just on it, so it's still there.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
And then we branched off into the cobble platform over there.
Yeah, so this is our insane platform of insanity.
What is this?
This was originally
this is
where
your
our
smelter.
Yeah, this is our smelter, but we used to actually have a power system up here.
We had to get rid of it, though, because the lag was insane. We had a bunch of crucibles and magma. What was it?
The magmatic dynamos. I think we had like 16 magmatic dynamos, and I don't even know how many. We maybe had like 10 or 15 crucibles, which we... Like I said, we went on a lag busting hunt because we weren't sure what was causing lag, and we actually ended up finding out that it was the smelteries because they were rendering the fluids inside of it because we stole Direwolf's idea for the water across the sieves, And we had that going into an ME transition plane, and then that ME transition plane was dumping everything from there directly into the smelteries, and everything was smelting down and then getting dumped into ingots and so on and so forth. And we found out that was just causing crazy amounts of lag.
It was insane amounts of lag.
Wow.
Yeah, like it dropped us up here to about like 10 frames. And
Well, those crucibles were actually causing a lot of lag too. That was just patched this weekend. In fact, that's
that's
now
good
next
to
to
know.
Hilo.
Well,
It's when you put the crucibles together with thermal expansion, the fluid ducts. The fluid ducts are a bit buggy, so
Yeah.
that explains it. Yeah, so we ended up clearing all that out, and then we've never done anything with the space again after that. But we have,
But we kept building downward.
yeah, we ended up going down. So we've got the elevator blocks.
is this gonna take me into the void?
No. If you go down once, it'll take you to our first level where we have another smeltery for doing small things. Because we ended up actually pumping. We pumped all the fluids into the ME system, and then whenever we needed stuff, we could just hit it, and it would fill up one of the basins and turn into blocks.
And then I added the level emitters so that when there was over 1 block's worth of each metal, it would automatically pulse long enough to dump the stuff into the basin.
I dig the little things on the back where it shows exactly what's in there and all that kind of good stuff.
We didn't have this was just added the level emitter, so that was recent, to do, like he was saying, to turn on when it needs to be. So before you could just see it, but I mean, still, it's pretty easy to see.
Yeah.
And it does what it needs to do. That way you know what liquid you're getting, and since you can look at it with your, well, I guess you can't now since the extra cell stuff is a full block for some reason.
Oh yeah.
That's fixed in 1.7 though.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
Yeah, and EC2 that's all sorted.
I'm really looking forward to AE2.
Is EC2 going to upgrade, since isn't AE2 have fluid stuff now?
Well, with the P2P it does, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have storage though.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up on it. It's been the AE2's been going pretty quick, so.
Yeah.
You should check out my. I just tweeted a picture of the crafting, the Mac.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, it's sexy. It's very, very sexy.
I'll have
It's
to
all
make
kinds
sure
of
to check
neon.
that.
It's really, really pretty.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Well, talking about
But
Mac.
that's still a ways out. So that'll be.
Yeah.
that'll be
Yeah,
long
you
ways out.
might
you'll-
like our Mac.
You'll like our Mac. Let's go down one level, and we'll just kind of show. This is our iron smeltery here, scorched bricks. That thing's actually automated where we flip a switch and starts going. But here is my pride and joy. It's the reactors that
He
we set
loves
up.
his reactors.
This is your steel workers here.
Yeah,
So
steel
wait,
worker here.
how do you have this going? Just okay. You just have the.
I just have it inputting the stuff it needs. So I just flip the switch and it turns on and starts pumping out steel like crazy.
And it also has the level emitter so that if we drop below a certain amount, it'll make it anyway.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, because I was making all these reactors, I needed a crazy ton of steel.
I love this extra utilities itch stone break.
Oh, yeah.
I
isn't it
so should use
wonderful?
it more often because every time I visit someone's base that has it, I'm like, wow, I love this, and I have no idea why I don't use it.
And
so
the
much.
border stone looks great in the center here too.
Oh, I know. It's
Dolan did all
fantastic.
of this. I don't have an eye for this kind of stuff.
And-
Yeah, you did a good job, man. I dig it. I always forget to use it, and I love it.
Are you running that texture pack that you normally run?
Yeah, Jaded's.
The Jaded. So I'm guessing this probably is closer to the Soartex because we run. I like the Soartex because it keeps stuff really close to similar. I honestly don't like the dirt or cobble texture that you have. It looks really weird. But I mean, so that's why I like Soartex so much because it keeps stuff looking very, very close. It's just a lot crisper. So
And it's very techy too. Like the tech stuff just stands out as
it's tech.
machine.
Exactly. It's very tech friendly, which makes it fun.
So what were you going to show me over here?
Oh,
He loves his reactors.
I'm happy with these reactors. Yeah, this is your design. Unfortunately, I could never get this to work properly, so we actually have like an entire floor below us with morbs. I think I went a little overboard. But these reactors,
This right here?
yeah, there's another floor below us that's just aqueous accumulators pumping in.
Oh, you shouldn't need any. I only did that because I really don't know why I did that because I was being paranoid.
For
I
the
thought you did.
reactor.
Well, I didn't know what I was doing, so I did what I could. That's
Did you run out of water?
Yeah, I was like crazy. Also,
Really?
here's why though. Come
Interesting.
here, take a look at this reactor, or this turbine. I mean, you'll notice it's running very fast.
Yeah.
It's a 48 blade, and I have it running at 1700 RPM.
You could actually run it. Well, yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah, that's really high. But as you see, I'm actually making exactly the same amount of RF as you are, but with 20 less blades than you have, I think. Or no, you have 64? These are 48s. So 16 less. So I thought that was interesting. And I'm still pumping out, 18,788 RF per tick with a little bit smaller setup than what you have.
And once we got one laser, we just couldn't settle for only one.
Yeah.
So we had to make more power.
Yeah, that too. We're running dual lasers. Actually, a lot of the B stuff was sucking up a lot of power, which is part of the reason why I ended up making another one. But then I was like, I don't want to just have 3 with the way I have them sitting, so I went with the 4th one.
I have to have it. Little OCD got the best of you there, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they're all matched, and it was just like, if I'm gonna build one more, I might as well build another one and make them at least have 4 over here, so it doesn't look so weird. Since I went with the square pattern, yeah.
Nice thing is we never run out of power for anything.
Yeah, we've got plenty to spare. I guess I'll have to play with the big reactors more to understand them a little better. I kind of went off of what you had and other things that I saw other places and tried to do what I could because I really didn't understand them real well. But I guess I'm understanding them a lot better now than I did before. So
yeah. And then the next floor down, we have a smelting and pulverizing array that I made. It dumps from the AE system anything that we want pulverized or smelted, and then just does the round robin on all of these different machines.
Oh, rock on!
Yeah, we've got a little bit of stuff.
You got some pearls in here.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever refilled them since the last time I was down here with the sand.
I keep forgetting that they're down here. Actually,
I don't think I really ever do anything with them because we haven't even touched mariculture, so I don't know.
And with the fishers, we put them down here because we were making fish and chips because that was one of the easiest foods. And now we've got the ambrosia, so we don't even touch the fish and chips anymore.
Yeah. And then I think from here it was what the Mac.
The Mac, yeah.
So we made a small Mac.
Yeah, just a little.
Wow, that thing's bonkers.
It's an 11 by 11 Mac, and we actually have it set up with upstairs. You can put stuff right into it, and it dumps it right into the Mac instead of having to come down here to put anything in it.
Yeah, we have a pattern encoder, and then it exports the encoded patterns right out, or imports into the Mac or whatever.
So y'all are using about 4 out of 81 pages.
I know.
Sounds about right.
We did what did we do? 2 layers of pattern holders, and then all the rest were.
There's only one
CPUs.
layer of pattern encoders, and then the rest is all CPUs.
Yeah. We went a little crazy with it.
I wanted to build a big Mac because I was like, I just want to build a big one. I'll never do it again because I'm never going to do it in vanilla, but we're here and we had so much resources. I'm like, let's just do it. Why not?
Yeah. And we have nonstop nether quartz coming in.
Yeah, we've got like a million.
Soul sand sifting.
We have over 1 million soul sand. That's Kondrik being a little excessive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, if you're going to do something, you might as well go overboard.
Pretty much. So, yeah, that's pretty much about the most interesting down here. From here, it's just automation down, nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm going up.
Oh, okay.
So,
Go.
that's really about, the most craziest stuff. From here, we just have our Thaumcraft area and our Blood Magic area. And
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it. That's your Thaumcraft over there, and I see some rituals. Looks like a well of suffering over there.
Yeah, we have 2 different. We actually, what we did, because I didn't really know what we were getting into with Blood Magic, I put in this little spout from our mob grinder that drops into this well of suffering, and then from there it dumps it. We actually have it pumping into a tesseract, so it's sucking out of here into a tesseract, which then pumps into a massive tank that's over there underneath our full blood altar.
Yeah, and we can actually get through this way to get over there. But yeah, this is the Thaumcraft area, which, of course, the building was Dolan.
we used a what's that word?
Hey, little mini Dolan. Is he carrying me?
Yeah,
he's carrying me around.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Careful though, he will hop up on top of that crafting or that work table and suffocate you in the block.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. They're hilarious. He made those, and I was just like, that's awesome.
Yeah, we had one for each of us, and mine is apparently across the chunk border, so the lead kept breaking.
Yeah, and he ran off into the void.
Yeah, but mine would stand still, and his would run around like a maniac, which actually kind of matches our play styles a little bit.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, we were getting really bad. I was making what's this thing called? I can't think of what it's called. The crazy staff of the core, and I was getting so much bad stuff happening, or the flux. So I put a few skulls down to make sure to get rid of flux.
Just a few.
Yeah, that's about what mine looks like too.
Yeah, it worked.
Now nothing fails.
Pretty much. Every now and then we still get a little bit, but rarely. Like on the extremely dangerous stuff. And apparently you can still craft end portals, which is why there's one down there.
Yeah.
9 Ender really? Eyes. I didn't. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
It's 9 Ender Pearl or 9 Eyes of Ender. We'll make a end portal.
Which
Very
we actually
cool.
haven't gone through yet, just because.
Well, I did on accident, and then I proceeded to die.
Yeah. And this actually was taiga out here.
Yeah.
And I spent a very, very long time farming silver woods just to get it to stop snowing, so that we could have a large enough area to get some peck to spawn and get some trades going with them.
Yeah,
nice.
this took a couple of days of constantly being on and him going crazy and cutting him
Hoe of
down
growth
and hoe
and-
growth and yeah,
Yeah.
waiting patiently.
It was a mess.
What is Oh, this is your blood magic over here.
Yep.
Yeah. This was just another area that we were going to put together for some use, but then, blood magic, and that's the last area.
Yeah, this big area was going to be for testing the different rituals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got...
Did y'all ever get into bound armor?
No.
We didn't. We actually literally just got into blood magic recently. We were working on a lot of other things, and it took us a little bit of time to get into the magic.
This
The
tank
best
is
thing
filling
about
up.
blood magic is the alchemy.
Yeah, that's
Alchemy
for sure.
just it's fantastic.
So,
But
the
I
bound
had
armor's
to
pretty
I
good,
had to
too.
put a ton of the dislocation runes on here to keep this thing full. But now, anything you toss in that hopper, it'll go ahead and do what it needs to do.
yeah, and we have this tank below us that's just pretty much full of essence, blood essence. So
Nice.
And I've actually got 2 export methods on here. If I want to just pull something out into the chest, I can do it this way. Or on the other side, I can set a specific item I want pumped into the AE system and just flick the lever on and dump a stack of whatever into the hopper and let it go till it's done.
Cool.
So it works.
Nice.
I'm sure there's got to be a better way to automate it, but
No, that's a good. That's right there. That's all good.
yeah,
that's
what we
what I was
figured.
able to come up with. So
So yeah, so that's about what we got to show you. And I guess from here, like we were thinking, wanted to talk a bit about the future of Agrarian Skies. Obviously, it's moving forward quite a bit. So, and just kind of
yeah.
general discussion of modded and stuff, because it's we don't have a lot of people to really pick brains about with modded. The 2 of us for
Yeah.
sure. It's a really hard community to seem to get into, and it's really a hard community for people, because I've noticed, I've started a couple of servers myself, anybody who's watched my channel, I had one before that was called the Fusion server. It was, I don't even remember what I did. I think it was the Ultimate or not
Yeah, I'm
Ultimate.
pretty
but
sure it was Ultimate.
I've run a couple of different packs, and they always tend to die because there are people that like to play modded, and then there are people that just kind of will tinker with modded because it looks cool and it's something different than vanilla for a few minutes, and then they get bored of it because it's too hard.
And
Yeah.
that's where hardcore questing comes into play and
Yeah,
actually makes them play.
Right.
I think all of that is going to change. The problem right now is with modded is it's in a really bad, and it's been in this state of flux for a long time now, where you have developers going to 1.7, and then you have some other developers that had been stuck on 1.6, right? And they didn't want to make the jump to 1.7. But now pretty much all the developers have jumped to 1.7, so no one's developing for 1.6. The problem being 1.7 is really broken.
Yeah.
And so you have certain mods like NEI that is just, it's really kind of difficult to work with. And that's an important mod, especially for someone that's new to modded Minecraft.
For sure.
So
it's important to me even in vanilla. I still use it.
I mean, I think modded got really, really lucky with this Agrarian Skies because it came at the perfect time it possibly could. Like the best time it could possibly ever come is when Agrarian Skies hit. And it really just, it brought a lot of people back to Minecraft who had pretty much just kind of given up on modded Minecraft for months and months and months after 1.7 came out, right? They just gave up on modded Minecraft. And a lot of people, including developers, a lot of developers had quit as well, just because they were bored with it. It's like, nothing's going on with this 1.7 thing. There wasn't even a forge for 1.7 until just kind of recently. So Agrarian Skies came in at a very good time when modded Minecraft was in a state of flux, and it gave people something to do and became really popular, and a lot of people loved it. So I don't know.
I actually took a break from modded for probably about 6 months. Agrarian Skies is what got me back into modded. I was all about it until 1.5.2 and 1.6, where the mods just were not updating from 1.5 for like 3 months. And I was just like, I played on a modded server, but I did almost nothing but vanilla stuff. Just
early
around with
1.6
hoppers.
was horrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is worse than this 1.7. Oh, that's just been horrendous. And the problem is 1.6 is when they started kind of working towards the plugin API.
Yeah.
So that's when Mojang started changing all the code, which just threw all the developers for a loop, and all the developers
that's what
were
got
just
me
kinda
onto
like,
vanilla.
Oh, goodness.
That really is. It's the fact that the mods were just taking so long to update. I was, I mean, the mods were more than just one full version behind.
Yeah.
They were a full version and then 3 or 4 subversions behind.
I mean, TE didn't update for 1.6 forever. I mean, FTB, they had a few really unpopular packs that came out, but those weren't until way into 1.6. I mean, AT Launcher had tons and tons of mod packs out for, 3 months before FTB ever put out a mod pack, in 1.6. Like, Resident Rise was out for a long time on AT Launcher, and
I think Hexit.
Yeah, and it's just because they weren't stable though. So
Hexit, I think, helped a lot too.
Hexit,
Hexit was definitely one of those mod packs I think that brought a lot of people in, but that was also because it was more of an adventure mod pack instead of one that was designed to build and be grindy. It was meant to go out and explore.
Well, that and generic B kind of made it get noticed.
Exactly, and that helps is when you have a YouTuber that's well known or whatever that can turn around and promote a mod pack, and then that'll help make it grow for sure.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Apparently 1.7.10 is hopefully the answer to everybody's worries.
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some stuff today on Twitter from a couple of the mod developers talking about 1.7.10 seeming to fix some things. I don't remember who exactly, but I know I did through passing. I saw some stuff popping up today.
Well, what
on
happened
my Twitter feed.
last night, this morning, Forge came out for 1.7.10.
Nice.
And I went and I actually did a news report on it. Well, it wasn't on it. No, it just happened to be the day that I'm doing my news report. And so I did a little bit of testing on it. And apparently only about a third of the mods I tested this morning worked. Because all the mods should have worked on 1.7.10. All the 1.7.2 mods should have just worked on 1.7.10. And only about a third of them worked. So I went ahead and I mentioned it in my news report. And then I guess Sarge figured out what was the problem, and he had block of sand he had block space sand when it should have been sand no space block. So it was sand was causing a problem, so no mods could work in 1.7.10.
Wow.
That's
but
crazy.
yeah,
all sand's fault.
But you were saying, I guess, last week in your mod spot or mod update that almost everything should be able to roll right from 172 to
Yeah, it totally
1710,
should
which
have.
is awesome. That's going to be the first time in a really long time that mods have been updated to the latest recommended version before a big update.
Yeah, that's actually, and I noticed that I said that in my news today. I had to, I actually explained to everybody because it's a modded news. It's for modded players, right?
Yeah.
And modded players don't do snapshots
Yeah.
because you don't have Forge for snapshots. This is like the first time I've ever seen a Forge for a snapshot.
Oh, that's
So
right.
I actually
1710.
explained.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. 1710 is a snapshot.
1710's not actually out.
It's still in the alpha release or whatever. Yeah, it's true. I didn't even think of that.
So in my news report, I actually went through and I was like, okay, guys, since we're all modded players, no one here knows how to use a snapshot. Here is how you go ahead and do snapshot. You click this little button right here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's cool. I think part of that's having Sarge working at Mojang now.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
I mean, I think that's a big help. I was so excited when I heard about that.
I actually think that's been a big part of the problem, but it will become, and it's starting to show right now that it will eventually become a big part of the help. I think a big part of what the problem has been in 1.7 is there has been no Sarge. He's been training at Mojang, learning the rest of everything.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been as invested as he usually is in, getting MCP, getting all this stuff out and all good, and helping everybody else get all this stuff sorted, like he usually is, because I think he's just been busy doing, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got to learn how everything works there, and and all that kind of stuff. And so I think that causes some issues.
Though, like he's been tweeting a lot more recently, and he's been tweeting saying, "Hey, I've been doing this stuff." So now I think he's finally reaching a comfort level where he's able to get into the code and work towards the mod stuff and updating the game. So I think that'll make things a lot easier for everybody now that he's getting that comfort level.
Yeah, and I've seen him a couple of times. I mean, he's active also on Forgecraft, which is kind of cool. So, he's at least active still in the mod community. He didn't just walk away, because I know I've seen him in some older Direwolf videos, after he was still, or while he was already on Mojang. So, I mean, that's good. He was just in that one the other day with Aurelian and Ant Venom and Direwolf when they were doing that game that he made. So
the anti-spleef?
Yeah, which looked interesting.
Yeah. Well, he made that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He made that game. So that was a pretty cool game.
Yeah, that was a very cool game. I was really shocked at how well that the map portion of that mod jam was amazing. It was fantastic. This mod jam's map portion was awesome. But I was really disappointed. And I mentioned this a few times in my videos. I was all, this is mod jam. You're supposed to be able to use mods in mod jam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you would think mod jam should be about mods.
Yeah, not map jam.
I was really upset. Like, I was really excited about the map portion of it until they announced that the map portion was going to have to be on a snapshot. And so I was like, well, Forge doesn't do snapshots. Well, obviously today I was proven wrong, but until today, Forge hasn't done snapshots, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if mods can't be a part of the map portion of Mod Jam, that doesn't make any sense. But it came out fantastic. I thought there were so many good maps this time.
Yeah, I'm on a server with Tukes, and I actually ended up watching him, Tukescape, doing his, because he did streaming. I think it was with Palomar, and I don't remember who else was there. I don't know if you ever watched any of them, Kondrik. I watched a couple of them with him building them. I'd get on and harass him in the stream because he was building, and that's sort of what his streams are. They get on and let's pester Tukes while he does something silly. Those are mainly his streams, and it was kind of cool to watch him do it. I didn't watch it all the way through because and I can't always at work, but when I can, I always jump on and try to see if I can do that kind of stuff. So
whose map was he working on? He was working with.
He's the one that won.
He was working with VSWEs.
Yeah,
and that whole team.
Yeah, he was the one who did Tukescape or Tukes Ape. I never really know how to say his name correctly.
No, his map was it's the one with where they had. Oh man, it was beautiful.
Yeah, with the furnaces on the one wall. Like I never saw all the way through. I saw it like in the very early stages. I never ended up seeing it at the end, unfortunately.
So where you have this like hordes of mobs come after you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a really cool map design. It was neat to see him, and it was really cool to to see that he won too. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
It's just so cool seeing people actually getting noticed for something big in the community.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
I was glad Kyle Clavia finally won the mod jam.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Clavia does like every single mod jam, and he's had some fantastic mods. And I was glad to see him win this one for the actual the mod portion of it. He's definitely deserved it. I mean, they're like, I don't know, his last submission to the last mod jam was not very good. It was not very good at all.
Well, yeah.
But this one with the lasers, I mean, who doesn't love lasers, right?
Yeah, really.
That's true.
For sure.
Well, then again, who doesn't love big giant cubes of pork falling out of the sky too?
Yeah.
I was surprised that one did that well, actually.
That was,
I mean, like, it was interesting, but it won for most aesthetically pleasing. I was surprised at that.
I don't see how. But
I don't know
okay.
either. Well, actually, iTunes couldn't figure out how either. He said that. He was like, how did I win for most aesthetically pleasing?
so he did it to be goofy, pretty much. It
Yeah,
sounds like.
well, that's like 90% of iTunes mods. Is he does it to be goofy, and then the other 10% are actually useful.
So here's a question. There's a mod that he put out. Did you hear about his latest mod? He put out this weekend?
Picture
No.
in picture.
Yeah.
What
What do you think of that?
I haven't actually played with it yet, but it looks like it could be cool if you're doing a collab series with somebody, because it shows what's on their on the other player's screen in a little mini window on yours.
Well, I mentioned it today, and then as soon as I posted the video, like before I even released it, he made a post about it. Like, the problem I have with it is because on PvP servers.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
it could
client
definitely
side-
be very cheaty on a PvP. server.
It's a client-side only mod, so the server can't actually prevent you from using it. So if you're on a PvP server, you can see where everybody is and what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible. That would be horrible if you're playing like on any of the game servers.
Yeah, and
Mm.
well, I mean, it has to be a Forge server. That's the
Oh.
one kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So it is a Forge mod.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I mean, think about like the crack pack, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's obviously built for PvP, right? So, you know, someone, you know, a PvP server running a crack pack, they could just go ahead and anyone on one of those servers can just go ahead and throw this mod in there and see where everybody is. Well, everybody within their rendering range, which is like, would be, you know, all these islands right here is obviously within our rendering range. But yeah, and so that's kind of my issue with it. And he made a post afterwards that he's not going to implement any kind of server protection. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
servers would just have to figure out who's doing it,
And
which
then
there is no real way to figure that out, and then ban them.
there's no way to figure that out, Kondrik.
Hey, it's your server.
No, never mind. Never mind. We'll discuss that a little in a second. So, but that's interesting. That's a neat mod, and definitely, yeah, that's scary. To think.
I think it would be awesome for something like this, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like for you two recording together,
Oh, yeah.
to have what Kondrik's doing right there in the bottom right of your screen. Oh my goodness, that would be fantastic. I mean, that's perfect. That would
Yeah.
be so awesome.
And I've seen people do that before. I used to watch. I don't know if you ever heard of them, the Two Awesome Gamers. They did a Skyblock series that for whatever reason made them super famous, and they were really fun. They were goofy. They're Australian. They're these two friends, and they did a really great series. But they used to do that. Like, he would sometimes cut in the footage because the other guy didn't. It was just the two of them, and the other guy didn't do recordings. But he would record stuff, and they would just splice in little footage of them doing stuff together. You know, and it was really neat. And something like that, I think, would be cool if we could, you know. I could shoot up in the corner what Kondrik's doing if he's off doing something goofy, you know, running through the nether or whatever, and be able to put it together for sure. So it's got its uses and its purposes that are cool.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and if Kondrik's sitting here like, dude, I just can't figure out how to push this button, you know, a really bad example here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kondrik. This button's just not working. Smash, 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 right? And then, like, you can just kind of look down at your little screen right over there and be like, oh, yeah, you just got to push it, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, it would-
But yeah, so, you know, he's trying to
Even
figure
more
something out. You can just tell him.
importantly, when one of us is recording and the other isn't, if we're doing like separate sections of the episodes, because we've been trying to split some of the middle part, if one of us is recording and the other isn't, the guy who's not recording can have the little picture-in-picture up just to see what's going on and see if they're needed for any reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've been, it's to help force people to go to each other's channels instead of, just watching his or just watching my video. So
Yeah.
we try to make sure to do stuff, separate from each other that we can, still do together. So, but yeah, that would be cool. And then that way you can still kind of have a little bit of whatever, if you're doing something, I can show it in the corner. So.
What are these blocks underneath here?
Oh, that is obsidian brick.
That's obsidian brick?
These are redstone. These are blocks of
Yeah.
redstone.
No, not those.
The
ones
fire ones, yeah, that's obsidian, large
It's
obsidian
the large
bricks.
obsidian brick, yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know what it looks like in your texture pack, but
Really odd.
Soartex, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like
It looks really cool though.
it looks like a black brick with cracks of lava in it. Is what it looks like to
Yeah,
us.
kind of like flowing magma,
Yeah.
almost.
Well, in mine it looks like blood. Everything here looks like blood. Everything is the color of blood. I mean, this is Jaded's.
Yeah.
So we're just
yeah.
gonna make everything look like blood, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we picked all the right stuff for in here then.
Well, that was
you did it perfect for in here.
that
Yeah.
was kind of the idea. We used I mostly used the builder's guide to get the right shape.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then it took a while because I was trying to base it on what Dolan did with the Thaumcraft area. And oh yeah, you like that tunnel that feels like you're walking on nothing? Yeah, I was trying to base the blood magic area on what Dolan did over here, and I had no idea what to use to build it. And he was like, "Well, I found these obsidian bricks." And I saw them, I was like, "That's perfect."
Yeah, they're really cheap. They're 4 obsidian and one just stone brick. So
I forget. The pencil's disabled in Agrarian Skies, right?
I think so.
The one that lets you make like little
the
bridges.
invisible blocks.
oh man.
Yeah.
It's
It shows in NEI, but I don't know.
yeah, the magic pencil is here. I don't know if it
Huh.
works.
I've never seen anyone use it. Wonder why.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's perfect for Skyblocks.
Yeah, it really would be.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
Thanks for hanging out.
yeah. Seriously.
Well, thanks for reminding me. I love this space.
Thank you. That means a lot to us for sure. We definitely put a lot of work into it. It could have been a lot better, but like he said, we're not really builders. So
What's this over here?
Yeah,
Oh, that's our tree. Bloodwood farm.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was kind of just a last minute thought.
Oh no. Oh, okay. It's your wither.
Our wither. Yeah, it's our wither.
you're-
Our pet
yeah.
wither, Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, I was grinding withers in the last episode because I have all the green hearts now because I was like, I want to fill up my hearts.
Yeah,
So-
it's warded glass. Of course, the first time we spawned one,
He got
there
out.
wasn't enough glass, and he spawned inside the top layer of the glass. So he just flew up and destroyed.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
How did you kill him?
My wand. I have one of the one of those focuses. I can't think of
I had
Shock
the,
focus.
You guys are
bound
brave to
sword
spawn that in the overworld. There's
Well-
no way I would have ever spawned that in the overworld.
I put it in warded
in
glass.
the nether first.
Oh yeah, we did. We did 3 on top of the nether. And then I did that one inside the warded glass thinking I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I've seen enough other people that do modded do it like this before, and I was like, it won't get out. Yeah, no, it got out.
It actually only blew
famous
like
last
2
words.
holes in
Seriously.
this grass over here. I was surprised. It
Mhm.
was just a couple holes blasted in the glass, and then we got him up in the cloud area, and he wasn't able to shoot far enough.
I think I actually
Yeah,
did
that's
more.
smart. Just draw them away.
Yeah, I think I did more damage using this that wand focus there, more so than the wither has done to our base.
Yeah, because you sent off like 5 of them, and they just went and they blew up stuff all over the place.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. Well, I was.
That's the drawback to the fun toys.
It really is. So
Yeah.
Well, cool guys. Thanks for inviting me. I really dig the place.
Cool. Thanks.
thank you. Yeah, that's really great to hear. So we're glad you were able to join us, and we're glad to have a little chat with you and show you around a bit. And Yeah.
And now we're out of things to say.
Pretty much. So, all right, guys. We'll Kondrik and I will be back in just a second. We're gonna be back with one quick announcement, and then we'll be wrapping up the episode. So we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Later.
Cool.
So we're back, and you might notice that things look a little different.
Yes.
We have decided that we have reached a point in Agrarian Skies where we're at a point where we'd like to restart. I just realized something. Okay, good. Good. So everything has reset. I was just making sure that the quest book
because
reset.
it's assigned to the map, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's also assigned to our player data, which I cleared. I just realized
okay.
that. So, well, since we're both here, let's do this real quick. Party. You are currently not in a party. Click here to open party menu. We're gonna call it Team Green. Okay, party.
All right.
Everyone, let's see. Shared lives, reward, multiple rewards.
So you can be Team Green. I'll be Technomancer, and
that's Technomancer is what we are on.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Here we're Team Green because we're both green.
Yay! Party invite. Click. Yay! Team Green, and accept.
Yay! So we have 4 lives. So. Yeah, we are starting over. This is the flat platform. The only difference I made to it is that these blocks here were glowstone. I popped them out because I felt that it added a little bit too much easiness to what we're doing. So there's not much here other than the frickin' road block, by the way.
Oh, it's still...
Yeah,
seriously?
It's still here. It's still here.
Wow, okay.
It's good stuff. But we are starting from scratch. Now, when are we going to be doing this?
Maybe a couple weeks.
Yes, we are going to take a bit of a break from Agrarian Skies. Not that we're burned out on it, but we're burned out on it.
We are a little bit. And plus, we just started with the Too Crafty modded series, and we want to get we want to get a little established with that before we start fresh on another modded series. Starting fresh on 2 at the same time is just a little bit too much.
Yeah, so give us a couple of weeks, and we'll be back, and we will be doing... this, and we'll be starting on this map, and we've actually reset the server. I mean, I have a backup of the world, so I mean, it's gone, but we have basically reset the server, and this is now going to be what we're going to be working on. So, and we'll both be starting together this time instead of you magically falling through the void and into my world.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to season 2 of this. Yeah, it'll be fun, but we do need a break. Because all that grinding and yeah.
So we will be back in a couple of weeks, guys, doing the Agrarian Skies again and putting everything together so that we can I guess start over, do whatever, blah blah blah, that stuff. So. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I was really glad to have Bevo come and join us and do a little talk and do a little base tour with him. So that was awesome. From here, what are we at? Whoa, hold on a second. There's an aura node over there.
Really?
Oh, RY, is that an aura node?
We're at 70. Yeah, that looks like that's a node. Sweet. Okay,
sure
so
is.
this map actually has the nodes up where we can get to them.
There's actually, looks like there's one down there too. So,
okay, whatever. Either way, finally
there's
a map with a better node layout. And so a couple weeks-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
And we'll be back and we'll be doing this all over again. And, starting from scratch. So we'll be doing all the quests. All the quests have reset. We are running 3.1.0. I'm also kind of waiting to see if there's going to be any more updates. So that's part of the reason why I don't want to just jump, because 3.1 just came out. So depending on what's going to happen next with the HQM, if they're going to add any more mods to it, or not mods, any more mods or any more quests.
And a lot of the mods are finally updating to 1.7, so it would be really awesome if they get updated fast enough that we could actually start the map again fresh with 1.7.
I would be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, I would too, but you never know.
It's true. We'll see. So, all right, guys. I am, of course, Dolinmyster.
And this is Kondrik.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Agrarian Skies in a couple of weeks.
Season 2.
Season 2. Woohoo! Starting afresh.
See you then.
Bye.
Later.